We need like an AKM. Is augment our choice? 4, 5, 6. All right, we go again. Cash for the car. We need drink. Oh, this is what we're running. The most bastardized gun of all time. Alright. Dome, then pier. I'm a bit worried about players cutting across to the resort if I go to the dome, but guess we'll see them. Maybe. Didn't bring cash for the car. Yeah, we have to place a marker down at the pier. So we're going to go dome, pier, cottage, resort. And then hopefully the resort will be opened up as well. Oh, we didn't check those keys. What we get? USEC stash, 107. East 107 got good loot. USEC stash is a pretty ordinary key. It's a lighthouse key. Hit up the safe at gas too. Can you do it without getting burnt? Hello? It's a jump you can do, but you probably need to Google it. I'm pretty sure I know it. We look for a second in case we lose one. Well, we're going to have to go to the pier anyway. Yeah, we head down to pier. Actually low in drink too. It's the logic behind not inspecting keys in raid. So the only thing you're allowed to put in your container in my hardcore rule set, which is a rule set we've developed over, I don't know, 6 years. The only items you're allowed to put directly into your container are keys. To make it a little bit more exciting, you can't put keys that you can't put keys that are already examined in your container. So if I've found a key before, I can't put it straight in my container. Now, when I don't have a key tool or anything like that, it makes it so... And the only items I'm allowed to put in the container are keys or key holders. So the only... when you're early through the playthrough and you go do a key run on Shoreline or Customs, sometimes you find 5 or 6 keys and you have to pretty much guess which key's which because you can't take them out in your container. So if you die, you'll lose a key or two and you don't know what it was and you'll never know. But like, for example, I already have a marked key for the dorm. So if I was to find another marked key now, I wouldn't be able to put it straight in my container. Here is not open. Hello? Excuse me, sir? The only thing that makes sense is the player came down here to look for Senator and ran off. Now, I'm very tempted to break my rules for the next raid. Maybe. Maybe. I don't like breaking the rules. Bosses heal because they just die this pack. There was a player inside that building. I have to plant this flash drive on streets. But it's a minute plant and it's streets is fucked. So I don't really know. Like if I have to take 10 minutes to craft it, and then if I die, I'm gonna have to like farm another flash drive, and then it's just, I don't know. I don't like breaking my rules, so I'll do it. I'll try and do it without putting in my container. But if I die, I'll seriously consider the next time I do it. Because it could take me another 5 hours to farm a flash drive, you know, and do the craft and that. Rules are rules. There's still lots of quests to do after that one as well. Like I have to do the one where I've got to go to labs and then to streets and place it down in streets. That one's going to be fucked. That was hard enough to do on my, like, not main account, but when I reset my account. There was a player hiding in pier just then. How fuck's that? I knew there was someone in there. A scav just doesn't die for no reason. So he was waiting for me to walk inside. And after I left, he killed that scav that was outside. Maybe he was old. No, there was gunshots after I left it. Do you know if you lose fence rep for killing the goons right now? Shouldn't. Goons are shooting. Fizzle. They're very low spawn chance too, like 2 or 3%. And they are shooting. Alright, so first things first, hideout. Let's get the craft happening. Oh, we finished the stash upgrade. Huge! Absolutely huge. All these upgrades. We're not going to know ourselves. Quillen, thanks so much for the 27 months, dude. Alright, so task is to go to street and place down the item. Locate the required computer at the Terry Group Cardinal office. Install the flash drive. West 325. It's nothing in that room. Sell that. Do we just wait 15 minutes? What do we do? I really want to go suppressed if I'm going to go this next map. Any AKM suppressors? Need to buy RAM if we want to get more of these. 762 by 39. That'll do. What do you want to talk about for 9 minutes, chap? Woods lowered to 40%. That's 15. I woke up and it was like this. I imagine tomorrow Woods and Reserve won't have any, and Customs and Factory will be down to like 20% or 15%. How's being a father changed you for life? I care more about my own health and safety. I know that sounds silly, but if I'm unwell, then my wife has to do everything. Or if my wife is unwell, I have to do everything in relation to raising our child. And then if like something was to ever happen to either me or my wife, which hopefully never does, you know, like that's going to drastically change the life of our child. So for me, it's like I take a little bit more caution. Like, for example, if I'm going to cut something like with my angle grinder or something, I'm going to make sure I wear the safety like equipment, like safety glasses and gloves and shirt. Definitely won't be doing that in my Crocs and shorts. You know, just like, it sounds silly, but it's like you just, there's someone else's life is dependent on how you look after yourself. And so you no longer live for just yourself, you live for them too. Yeah. Bob Slice. I think people think about it, but then they it's easy to humans are naturally lazy people. Like we all want to find the quickest and easiest way to do everything, you know? And sometimes, as painful as it is, it's just better to not do it the quick and easy way. When you were younger, did you ever have this mindset of not wanting to get married or making a family? This is going to sound really, really, really silly, but when I was young, and what I mean young is like 14 or 15, I always thought it'd be cool to have kids when I'm 20. I was like, if I have kids when I'm 20 and then my kids have kids when they're 20, then I'll be a grandparent and I'll still be like, I'll be only 40 years old, you know, like something like that. I think, and guys, live your lives how you want to live it, but I regret not having kids earlier. I wish I had kids when I was in my 20s, not my 30s. And I think my wife does too. I think we both wish we did. We all, well, my wife was like 26 when I met her. But I would also say, like, I wouldn't want to have kids until I actually met someone I know that I'm compatible with, like properly compatible with, and all that. Like, it's almost like a business transaction, right? Like, or a business relationship. You need to not only have trust, but actually work well together. Because if you don't work well together, then it's only going to become hostile. And the first year after having a kid, like my wife and I never argue. Like it's very, very rare my wife and I ever argue. But since we had a kid, like before we had a kid, we'd never had. After we had a kid, like you just become more tense. You're more tired. Both of you are more tired. You're like, you know, it's a lot. Everything's more stressful. It really does test your relationship. I agree with that. I can understand why people have kids and then get divorced and all that. Easily. I easily understand it. Well, I've been very blessed, bum fry. Like I've had a lot of success in my content creation, but even though like I don't have to stress about money, the biggest stress I have now is I always feel guilty for not spending enough time with my family. That's always my biggest thing, because content creation's not as simple as just like, hey, I'll just do like, you know, 40-hour weeks and go home and that's it. Like, how many hours have I streamed in the last week? 70? And then YouTube videos on top. 72 hours I've streamed in the last week. So I've averaged 10 hours a day, made multiple YouTube videos, and worked on other admin stuff. I come from a family of workaholics too, which is not, it's something my wife and I talk about. Like communication is the key to success in a relationship. There's a really interesting podcast. There's a divorce lawyer on a podcast with, I think it's Diary of a CEO. It's either Diary of a CEO or Chris Williamson. It was one of those two. And he was talking about like nearly all relationship breakdowns happen because communication. I'm going to wait this whole 15 minutes just to die on spawn. I'm at level 47. Enjoy the next 10 years, mate. They go past fast when you have kids. Yeah. My daughter's already 2.5. Like, it feels like yesterday she was just born. Having full conversations with me now. It's insane. Even the baby phase. The baby phase wasn't like that. I can understand why people have so many kids, because they like love the baby phase. Because it's like you get like a year of a baby at most. It's about a year. And then it's a toddler from that point. You've got talking, walking, climbing, all the scary shit. Angel of Laodicea, thanks for 25 months. Hey, Route. Long time no see. Thanks for the 50 months. Short 7 round, thanks for 2 months. That's an OG of the stream. Like 2018. I'm glad. All right, this is the stressfulest raid of our existence. Should we go nighttime? Just to really fucking try and get there without any interference? Maybe the zombies aren't as aggressive at nighttime? Let's just try it. Can we change post effects while loading in? In before a trio with thermals? Any plans of what to do after content creation? I think I'll always do content creation. I just think I'll reduce the amount of it. Like sometime in the next couple of years, I'm going to go for a multi-month trip around Australia. I'm going to get in my caravan and I'm just going to take the wife and kid and we're just going to go away for months. And like, you know, I'll probably be able to book up some YouTube content during that, but I'm not going to be able to like stream every day. I'll probably have a couple months off streaming for that. Collada's good. Sitting there. Small leak from the radiator. Constantly putting a mess on my floor. Did you get over to Vic to visit family? Do that in 2 weeks. Get over there. I know what that's like early off. My dog Lindsay, she did her cruciate ligament in both her knees, and both those surgeries cost. One of them was $4,000, the other was $3,500. And then after that, she had a thyroid issue that got misdiagnosed for ages, and we spent, I reckon, I don't want to know how much, but it was multiple thousands of dollars. Probably by the end, it would have been $10,000 we spent on just medication over the rest of her life. Be like $400 or $500 a year. Morning Pairs, hope the plants are going well. They are. The weather is not great on the coast. Very windy and rain. Yeah, we had a big storm just before. Well, it's not just a storm, but a big amount of rain just come down just before. Is pet insurance a thing in Australia? Yeah, it is. But cruciate ligament, is only covered for the first 7 years. I didn't have it, but your cruciate ligaments, I think, were only covered for the first 7 years or something like that, 5 years, which she would have had both of them covered. But all the other medication stuff, I don't think would have been covered like as they get older. I think pet insurance is mostly a scam. Maybe if you've got like a prime breeding dog, you know, like a purebred, whatever, German Shepherd or something, and you're a breeder, I can understand pet insurance. But I think from what I could tell when I was looking at it, it looked mostly like a scam. They worked out the math to like, all right, they're most likely to have these injuries from this age, and so therefore we don't cover it from that age, you know. Love to see IRL streams, cars, projects, shooting. I'd probably never do shooting streams. There's too many like, I don't want to say keyboard warriors. It's like too many like, well, actually, you shouldn't be doing it like this. I'm like, we could definitely do some fishing stuff. You might see something pretty cool getting planned for March next year. So you pay for pet insurance for a very slim chance of a healthy dog of getting sick within the coverage of ages 1 to 7. Pretty much. That's what pet insurance is like. My experience has been it's mostly a break-even sort of thing, but I like having the safety net in case something crazy comes up and basically playing a zero-sum game if it doesn't. Well, here's an option, right? Instead of getting pet insurance, the money you would spend on pet insurance, get a second bank account, like another bank account set up, and just transfer that money into that bank account. And I'd be very surprised if, you'd probably come out positive every time, I think. Unless your dog gets, I don't know, cancer and you want to put your dog through chemotherapy and shit, which is ridiculous. I'm sorry if you've done that, but I don't understand why you'd put your pet through that kind of torture. There's a view on insurance I've never looked into. How much is pet insurance in Australia? 4 levels of coverage. Pet insurance can cost between $25 and $80 per month. Compare the market. You'd have $21 in your bank account if you got pet insurance and you paid the $25 a month for 7 years. What was the other one? 25 and 80? 80. 80 times 12 times 7. You'd have $6,700 if you went on the higher one. I don't know. I feel like if you're going to pay the 80, you might as well just do this. Have $7,000 in your bank account in 7 years. And not that, you'd want it to happen, but for example, if you had your dog get out and get hit by a car or something, your dog dies at 2, you're not paying all that money for nothing. As a way of spending time with your family, have you thought of having them on stream but not show faces, like chatting with pets to your family whilst raiding? There is no fucking way I would ever do that. My daughter will not be on any sort of content ever. She will, if she wants to make content when she's older, I'll help her, but she'll never be a part of my content. I'm going to sound really judgy and I don't really mind if people do it on a rare occasion, but if their kids are part of their primary content, there is multiple layers of stuff that I think should be incorporated. So for example, if you make a channel, a kid's YouTube channel, the family should only be taking 20% of the parents should only be taking 20% of the revenue. The other 80% should be put into a trust account because it's the kid's fucking channel. That's just from the money side of things. And I don't care if the channel makes $100 a month or fucking $100,000 a month. That's how it should be. Because a management fee, if you had a full-time manager, say a big talent agency was managing you and all your content and emails and everything, they would take 20% of your content at best. So yeah, the kid should have all 80% of that money put into a trust account. And then what else? Fuck, there's so many things. And then there's you're fucking up your kid for life. Their whole life has been documented. Oh, this is a really good spawn. Their whole life has been documented on social media and YouTube. Imagine being a kid was hard enough when I was when there was no social media. I got bullied. I don't know. For me, if my daughter had her whole life documented on You can tell I'm pretty passionate about this. My daughter had her whole life fucking documented on social media and YouTube, and then she gets to school, and then kids find that and they bully her. That's on me, the parent. Oh no. Is there a way I can jump on top of the computer or something? Please tell me there's a way. In the corner, they can't get you. Are you sure? Recent episode of Hacked podcast even talked about how having all the info of your kids documented online can use that later to hack into all their stuff, such as first pet's name. I just, and then, yeah, that's the other thing. Someone saying like, may I respect for letting your kid be a kid. You're also not letting your kid be a kid. If you're shoving cameras in their faces all the time and all that, oh, fucking dance for the camera. Oh, wear this thing. Play with this toy. It can't be healthy. It really can't be. They should be speaking to a therapist from a very young age, which a kid should never have to fucking do either. Yeah. I hate YouTube channels that feature kids. If you want to make kid content, you do it like Miss Rachel. I'm not saying she's perfect, but I think she does it right. She doesn't have any kids in her content. It's all like, if it is, it's like, you know, like B-roll from some weird YouTube channel. From some website where you buy B-roll. And it's just her singing and dancing with other people. Alright, we've got that quest time, which is huge. You got mail? We could go broadcast part 3 and you got mail if we've got the We're not going to have the ammo for this. It's going to be horrible. I'm dead. There's no way I'm getting away from this. Look how many there are. Intended feature. Yep. Fence is getting more zombies. Yep. Take advantage of it. This is the easiest way to get your fence rep up. That spot is risky. You can hide under the stairs and not get you at all. Yeah, but they seem to they got bugged on the staircase there. So that kind of worked anyway. Did you try a drunk raid maybe in main account? What? Alright. Find the source. Access the sealed room with the virus in labs. Obtain the diary. Do you have to drop this off in streets? Or is this just pick up the diary and extract? I think this one's pick up the diary and extract. Alright, to the laboratory. Oof. Not a good spawn. There's a player up there. Shit, I wish I had a longer range sight for this. The good news is, there's a dead player for me to loot. Check your corners, mate. Didn't even look left. Oh, I got my leg. Ugh. Let's play here. The zombies come. I'm good. Fuck off. Play it safe, just to be sure. Here we go again. How did that nearly hit me? It nearly killed me, the explosion. There goes my mind. It was nowhere near me. Everything is awesome. The ACAM's okay, but it's not great. Another wave. I'll pop this for a minute. Reset. I need to get into the locked room for a minute. Can't afford many more hits. We don't have any more heavy bleed stoppers. Actually, wait. 175. Alright, that'll do. I'm going to drop that there for now. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. We might not actually get to the room. There's too many zombies. I'm not fucked. I can get out. Getting out's not the problem. It's can I get my quest item? There's another dead dude here. Somewhere. Is that him? Yep. Looks really good too. Another good one there. I need to find this diary. There it is, under the pillow. How are we spawning more waves? What have we done to deserve this? But they haven't even been in here yet? What the fuck was all the fighting for? Righto. We do need to find some food. Of course. Right, that's a mini meal. That could work in our favor. Don't care too much about that. As long as we can fight our way out, we're actually going to be sweet. Don't need to use the scope. Okay, actually, SJ12? Where's that? We're using it. That should fix a lot of our problems. Tallock, actually kind of nice. We didn't really look for the keycard either. There, behind the whiteboard. Not behind the whiteboard. Not under the butt plug. Not in the tray. Not underneath. There it is. Cool. Got plenty of time to get out, guys. Cool. annoying. Another wave. What is this shit? I'm stuck on the thing. Actually annoying me now. Can't catch a break. Oh. Somebody coming. That's bullshit. Those shots were clean. That was bullshit. Nah. It just spawned another wave. I'm not going to risk it. I was going to go back up and get an armor. What was up with that raid? How many bodies were in that raid? There was like, I would say 150 at least. I got 14,000 XP from that. 2 players there, another player there. So I killed 101. So I killed 98 zombies, 3 players, and then there was at least 50 other dead zombies on the ground that I never killed. They just didn't stop spawning. They did 11,500 damage.